How did I go from this to this? So this is what I'm going to build my cabinets to look like on this wall. And each cabinet is built just like this, just like a box. So I got all my pieces cut out, and I'm gonna do the next step, which would be drilling the holes for the adjustable shelving in here. This is called a line boring machine. I've got one of these, but you could also do these at home. Just make them about 1.25 inches to a couple inches apart. You could do like I did before I got this machine and make yourself a jig. And that way you can just clamp your jig onto your piece like this and then drill your holes. Now that I've got my holes for the shelf pins that I'm going to use, take this raw edge and make it like this. That looks like real wood by ironing this on. So you could do this with a regular household iron. Or I got this from, I think, Amazon for a couple $100. What I need to do is trim this up so it's flush with the panel. So I've got one of these Virutex tools that will do just that. Just like that. I finish the rest of my pieces like this and I'll be ready to assemble them. Now I've got most of my pieces for the lower cabinets laid out. I'm going ahead and shoot those together with 18 gauge 1 3/4 inch brad nails. So I have nailed all of my cabinets together. These lower cabinets get a solid bottom, but they don't have to have a solid top because I will be putting a plywood subtop on them. However, any upper cabinets, they get a full-size top, bottom and a full-size top as well. So now what I'm going to do is lay these all on their faces so I can cut backs out, nail the backs on, then I can screw them all together and we're ready to install. Now I'm going to screw all these cabinets together using some 2-inch screws just like this, combination head. There's a little bit of slip right here so that the pieces get nice and snug together. So I've laid all these cabinets on their sides so that I can screw the side panels into the bottom and then the top nailer and the drawer nailer and so on. So you just want to get at least a couple screws in each of your 4-inch. You could use 3.5-inch nailers by 3/4, and then for lowers I usually do at least 4 on a 24-inch depth. You could choose to do 5 if you like. And then I do have these few uppers here that are not going to hang, but they're going to sit on top of the counter that I'm constructing that will also screw together at all of the tops, bottoms, and nailers and things like that. Make sure when you screw your cabinets together that you countersink them. This is going to be very, very crucial for getting the screws into the plywood on the 3/4 thickness and not splitting it. So make sure you set your depth right to your countersink bit according to what screw you're using. Again, I'm using 2-inch screws. So the next thing I did was make a 5-inch tall toe kick, which is a platform for all of the cabinets to sit on. It is the length of the cabinets when these are put together. And then this is a 21-inch where the cabinets are going to be 24. So they're going to hang over just a little bit. So now that I've screwed the 2 pieces of the toe kick together, I went ahead and leveled it out on the back. So it's all the way level in the back. And then every other support piece here, I've leveled it out as well. So this thing is ready for cabinets to go on top. Now that I've got all the cabinets staged where I want them pretty much, I'm going to go through and clamp them together and screw them together so they're one big structure. Are screwed together where their faces are nice and flush and the tops of the like-sized ones are also flush. So now that this is one big unit, I'm ready to use my little stud finder, find the studs, and screw this into the wall through the nailers. Now they're all screwed together and really attached to the wall really good, so it's ready to cut out and make some tops. So I'm going to make my tops out of this 3/4 gray melamine. I already cut out some of the pieces that I need, and I just set them on top here because I'm going to add this edge banding to the edge, clean them up, and then install them. Got my countertops installed. My miter saw set in there just temporarily for right now. And then I also installed the upper cabinets that I made. I'm still going to be building doors and drawers and things like that to put on. And this kind of cabinetry is good for your kitchen, your bathroom, garage, shop, anything you've got.